and welcome. We're going to work on our abs today and getting a nice strong core. So go ahead and just lay down. You can roll back and grab your thighs if you need to. We're going to start by laying on the floor. We're going to work on getting the correct form a lot today too. So abs and form. So what I want you to do is take your heels together and let your knees just fall open. And then from here we're going to take our butt, lift it up off the ground, place it back down. And that should help give you the correct alignment of the spine. Alignment of the spine. You can feel underneath and you'll feel like a little space. It feels a little bit lighter under right above your hips. And also, I like to take my hands and I like to feel my two hip bones and then my pelvic bone. And those three spots should make a flat plank so that it's parallel to the ground. As if you were going to draw a triangle from those three spots, it would be completely parallel with the ground. So take your hands, place them on your bones, and just pay attention to that real quick. All I want you to do is take a nice deep breath in and exhale, paying attention to where your body is and these three spots. I'm going to refer to it as the triangle. Also feeling that light space right above the hips. From here, and also relax the shoulders. From here, we're going to make sure that our pelvic bone and hip bone stay completely still as we look for our belly button and peel the shoulders. Great. And then lowering back down. And we're just coming up to where the base of the shoulder blades are just off the floor. And then rolling back down. And that's it. Something I want you to pay attention to are your legs. If you feel like you're squeezing your butt or you're doing anything like this starts happening, that means your butt is working as opposed to your abs. We really want to focus on the abs working, not the butt or anything else. So, again, paying attention to the pelvic bone staying completely still and paying attention to the thighs staying completely still. It's really a good cinch right here, a cinch in the rib cage as we call it, which is basically like you have a corset and you're pulling that corset nice and tight. And a lot of this is just paying attention, making sure you're in the right space. I want you to hold it up, keep it up right here, and you can just look at this triangle and see if you feel like it's even. And then from here, we're going to lift just slightly and bring it back down and lift. And this is great. If you want, you can always take your hands behind your head or out to the side. I like to keep my hands on my pelvic bone so that I can make sure I'm not doing any tilting. What a lot of people will start doing is their pelvic bone will lift above their hips, and that's because we're kicking in with the butt muscles as opposed to our abs. Same with, I like to look at my thighs, make sure those are nice and relaxed and staying right where they are. I like to also hit myself, make sure I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. We're going to do one last one. Keep it up, hold it up. If you need to take a break, feel free to take a break. We're going to take one hand out towards our knee, take the other hand behind the head so you can just barely see your elbow out of the corner of your eye. And then from here, we're going to take the elbow towards this hand and bringing it back center. So you'll feel that shoulder blade lifting up off of the floor. As you're just doing a little squeeze. And of course, you can look and check in. Oh, I'm starting to squeeze my butt. And make sure that the legs are still relaxed, staying still, and the pelvic bone is staying still. It's really small movements, so you really get to pay attention to what the rest of your body's doing. One last one. Bringing it back center, and switch it up other side. Again, if you need a break, take a break. Bringing it back center. And yes, it is hard to keep these legs completely relaxed. This is not easy, which a lot of the time people think if something is a small movement and slow, that it's easy. And I'm here to tell you that it's not. As you can tell, I'm struggling. Okay, bring it back center, lower yourself down. Bring your knees into your chest, and you can relax for a second. I don't know about you guys, but I can really feel it, especially in the upper abs, because that was really where specifically we were working. So just enjoy this for a second. I like to do a little rock side to side. Now we're going to focus more on the lower abs. So for this first one, we're going to take the legs up towards the ceiling. Now you can, let's all take the hands just slightly underneath our butt, so they're not on the hips, but just under the butt. Bend your knees slightly, and you can cross your legs if you want, or you can keep them uncrossed. I don't know why, I think I learned it crossed or left cross anyway. From here, all we're going to do is just hop the hips up off of our hands, and just a little hop. Now if you feel comfortable here, feel free to take the hands out to the sides. And as you can tell, the only thing really happening is this little movement of hopping the hips. If you want to take the legs straight, feel free to take the legs straight and make it a little bit harder. And it is a nice exhale as you lift. And I'm doing a terrible job of it, but I want you to try to relax the shoulders. You can think about pulling them down towards the hips. As you do this, so really our lower abs are what's doing the work. And then hold it there, keep it there. From here, bend your knees. We're going to focus on the hip movement. Knees are frozen. Hips are going to lower the feet down and then lift them back up. Same thing, lowering down and lifting back up. Almost like there's a little fire underneath your butt, and you don't want to get the feet caught in that fire. So you're reaching over it. Great. If you want to make it harder, lift the legs up towards the ceiling, doing it nice and straight. Thinking about keeping that spine nice and long, feel free to take your hands to the hips to make sure those stay still. If you want to make it harder, look for your belly button, peel your shoulders off of the floor. Feel free to take your hands behind your head. Personally, I like to keep my hands on my hips to make sure I'm doing it correctly, because a lot of the time, again, you'll feel the butt kick in. And sometimes we don't have the flexibility to have those straight legs. That's fine. Keep them bent. You can also do the bent legs with the heads up. We're going to do one last one. Bring it up, lower yourself down, and do a little rock side to side. And come on up. You can roll up or roll up however you want. And that is it for this week. Thank you so much for joining me.